Hey guys, we're back and cold for another episode of Real Talk with Joe and Cody. Coming back with a slight pink on my face, which I normally have, but I didn't get too burned over in Arizona.
Yeah,
Got back last night and 33-degree weather. Oh,
that's quite the change. Because what'd you say, you were in 90s?
it was upper 90s, 100. Yeah.
I'm surprised that it's that warm already.
Yeah, it's kind of shocking, I guess, for Arizona too. They weren't ready for that. It's more mild normally during then, but for us it was great. Just kind of
It's a dry heat, though.
uh, yeah, and this is a dry cold in Oregon,
Yeah,
so yeah, it's really
right.
nice.
Yeah.
No, but it's sunny at least. It was sunny.
Yeah. Well, take it. Don't look
Anyways,
at the forecast
I got to get
because
over it. I got to get
yep,
over it. Like
yep.
I'm an Oregonian. I live here, and I just need to accept that and move on. So,
Yeah.
but we definitely
It's
actively looked at homes there, and gonna probably talk to you soon about a DSCR loan.
nice.
Yeah. So
I'm
if
wondering
anyone
how
wants to
many
know what a
people do that.
DSCR loan is, call Cody because we're going to call him
Yeah.
too and find out more
I
about how
wonder how
that will
many
work.
people do that. Like, they go down there to get
My,
away, and they're like, "You know what? This would be so nice to have a
yeah,
place down here," and
for
they
sure.
pursue it.
Yeah, oddly enough, and maybe not oddly anymore, is it seems like spring break for at least our friends in Wilsonville, like Arizona is the place to go. We went to a Mariners game and a Padres game,
Uh,
and friends that we didn't plan to be there, didn't plan to go to the Mariners game together, like showed up and everyone was there, and it was just
oh, that's
like,
funny.
yeah, it's we've had that a couple times, like in Arizona. It seems like the place
Little
to go.
reunion.
Seems like the place to go for at least our
Yeah.
friends, but
I know a lot
um,
of people from this area, just the Northwest in general, that have either moved down there permanently or it's like a
yeah,
second home for them, kind of
I love
get
it.
out of the rain and
Yeah, I
and
love it.
I know a handful of real estate agents that kind of go back and forth from down there. So,
Yeah.
you know.
A buddy of mine recommended, and I don't know if it's a good. I think it's a good idea. I just don't know how I'm going to pull it off. Is he's like, why don't you just get licensed in Arizona and snowbird agent?
Yeah,
Like, be a snowbird agent. Like,
sure.
go down there, sell a few homes down there when you're down in Arizona, then come back up and do Oregon down the road at least.
Yeah.
I still feel like I'm too young for that, but it is. Maybe I get started. Maybe I slow roll this. So.
Maybe that's the best way to go.
Well, and we
Give
talked about
yourself some
AI
breathing
and how
room.
AI is taking things over.
Yeah.
Maybe it's going to be similar to lending where I can do real estate, all through the country.
Yeah,
Like you can do lending all, wherever you're licensed.
sure.
Maybe I go
Or
the
you
real
can have
estate
an
route,
AI bot that does it for you.
or I could get like
Maybe
a
you can
real
just
bot and
you can
eventually
clone yourself.
I
Yeah, you
just
can
make
get one
it
of
an
the
actual robot down in Arizona and
yeah, get one
or,
of those
up in
Tesla
Oregon.
bots. What Optimus or whatever they
Oh
are?
man, Optimus. I told my daughter and she's like, I'm serious. And she's like very excited about this. I was like, if that isn't an affordable range, like the Optimus robot,
Right?
it is going to be my best friend. It will
Yeah.
be on our show sitting right beside me and
Uh-huh.
we're just hanging out. Like,
Right. Like, "Hey, you wanna go
uh,
turn the light off for me?" "Alright,
yeah,
thanks."
exactly. Exactly. Gosh, there's the unlimited things that it can do though. It's working
Yeah.
24/7. You don't even have to, it's like we go to bed. It can still clean the house while you're in bed.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
take the dog
I
for a
know.
walk at 1 in the morning.
Dude, like,
Like
is it just me, or as this progresses more and more, does there become that, like, movie scene that pops into your head of
iRobot.
there's a point yeah, where, like, all the
Yeah,
robots know everything about
I know.
everything, and
I know.
at any given point,
For
we're at
sure.
the mercy of the robots?
Yeah, I think so, and I think I'm okay with it. Like, I think I'm gonna be okay with it. Like,
Just don't charge the battery, and it won't
there's
be
a
able to hurt you.
there's a movie, and everyone if comment below if you know it. I don't know the title, but I think it's Chris Pratt potentially, and he gets accused of murdering his family or his wife, and he has to use he's being on trial by AI. Like they're saying
Oh,
you did
really?
it, you've got this amount of time to prove it using all the tools you have, all the cameras, the whatever
Yeah.
else. So it's about him like trying to prove his innocence to an AI robot that says he did
Really?
it.
It's
So
like the new version of
I might be
Fugitive.
butchering that, but I think it is like I was like, I need to watch that to see how realistic that is.
Yeah.
There's also another movie I just saw on social or didn't see it, but social media is advertising about like AI and kind of a doomsday type thing, like, oh, this is gonna kill all of
Okay.
us,
Right.
and maybe it will, but
and we
Yeah.
all watch it and we're like, "Yeah, that's what's gonna happen to us in 20 years."
Yes, that would be just like us. Be like, "That sounds great." Like, as
Yeah,
long as I get some robot to clean my house for 20 years, then,
exactly.
then it can take
Yeah.
take me
Let the
out
kids deal with
after
that
that.
stuff.
Okay, well, maybe we should talk a little bit about real estate. I don't care
Yeah.
to right now, but,
Yeah,
we
what's
can.
new? What's
What's the new in the, market with rates? Are they jumping up still? Or are they kinda leveled out, or what's the deal?
Yeah, they're leveled out. I would say, it's still we're seeing it every day. The pricing is getting worse, and then we'll have one day of reprieve, and then next couple days it's worse.
Yeah.
The average is like 6.55. That's what it was yesterday. And before the war started, we were down to 5.99, five point
Oh,
nine eight. So it's gone up a good 0.5%,
yeah.
in the last, what's that, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, something like that. Maybe 3 weeks we're creeping in
Okay.
on. So, but it's it's really not far off of where we were prior to them coming down
I
a
know. It
month
just
ago. So
sucks
it's
to see it.
yeah, it does. I think that this is all a response though. And I think part of it, we have the inflation, the oil prices going up like crazy. Like
Mhm.
if you could correlate the oil and mortgage rates, they're pretty much going on the same path right
Yeah.
now. So they were
Yeah.
both at decent lows and now they're both up quite a bit. I mean, you look at I know Washington's worse for gas than Oregon is, but it's like now the cheapest that you can find right now is just under $5 a gallon.
Yeah.
So yeah, rates are they're just kind of sitting in that range. Um, and I think depending on how long the war goes on, how long the inflation, because now the concern starts to be inflation because of the cost
Yeah.
of gas, which then drives the cost up of all the goods and everything else. So how long does that last? Which, the Fed has used inflation as one of their big benchmarks. So if inflation starts to rise, then it's no longer are the Fed going to drop rates? Now it's the potential, are they going to raise rates or maybe they just
Yeah.
stay flat? So
Yeah.
again, I think we've talked about it on here too. The Fed does not what they do with rates does not force the mortgage rates to go
Yeah.
that route.
Yeah.
It's just the market that determines the mortgage rate tends to follow the Fed direction. So it's not a guarantee that it's gonna go in the same direction because we've seen the Fed drop rates and mortgage rates go up in
Oh, yeah.
response to that.
It
So,
hasn't responded. Since COVID, everything's been jacked up.
there's no rhyme or reason for
Yeah.
anything. I mean, we got robots walking around.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna have a robot best friend sitting by me,
Yeah.
talking to you
I'm gonna
soon.
be chatting with your robot on these. You're gonna be out showing
I'll just
houses,
get
and I'm
bored
gonna
and I'm gonna just put my robot in the spot, and he'll probably
yeah,
say smarter things than I will, like, to be
probably. It can,
honest.
like, project your image of your face on its face, so it
You
looks
know what I
like
was
you.
thinking? This is going way off the rails, but, in the mind of AI and stuff, I was like, what if it is like, I was thinking of working in Arizona and Oregon. I was like, what if as an agent you can do the whole Star Wars projector thing?
Well, yeah.
You come up on like they put a thing out and you stand up and you kind of
Yeah, you give
show
them the
them the
spiel.
house. You're just like
Uh-huh.
an AI character that's sitting in the room, and I can look around the room and see it.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I honestly, at this point, I think that any of that stuff is going to be
I know.
a thing
Yeah. It's
because
not
there's just
it's not too far off, man.
it's not. All the crazy things that were thought of 20 years ago and,
Yeah,
the movies and shows and ideas, now they're like technology is getting to that point where
for
it's
sure.
weird. Like I think the only thing after we get to the robots and the hologram stuff is just gonna be like flying cars. And then at that point, I don't know what else is left to do other than
Yeah. Then taking us
I
out
mean,
because they see how
yeah,
stupid we are compared to
they'll
them.
have control. Yeah, we'll be
Yeah,
working for
crazy.
them.
Well, yeah, real estate, I guess, like, going inside along with the rate, increase again, 6.5 isn't crazy, but it is
Mhm.
when you just, like, 2 days ago got
Yeah,
5.9,
I
it feels
know.
like, and so, but yeah, we're seeing that too as buyers kinda slowing down a little bit again, which is not good going into springtime, which is normally the time that we're gonna start picking up. So, I think short term, if we do see this conflict in Iran slow down and or stop or something come to it, we may start
Mhm.
seeing kind of it go normal again before spring. If it goes out a long time, you know, the sky's the limit and what we could. what we could see with rates and inflation and all the stuff that goes on. So, and I think that's what's causing people to say, let's hold off for a sec,
Hmm.
and see what's going
Yeah,
to happen here. So, my hope for, not only, just the things that are going on there, just for people being involved, I'd like it to be done quicker, but for also for real estate, it helps too. So,
I hear you.
sounds very
Yeah,
callous. I don't mean to be callous. I'm just saying. Um,
you're just being
it'd be
real.
nice to be
It's called
over.
real talk.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I think that's all I got though. There's nothing crazy to report.
I have a random real estate question for you.
Okay, go ahead.
I know you've mentioned in the past you weren't the person that was like, I love houses and look, like
Yeah.
that's not what got you
So you're
into it.
telling everyone
But
that I didn't lie. I don't like real estate. Go ahead.
no, I'm saying you're in it for the right reason. When you're in a different area, whether that's Arizona or just a different part of town, like are you are you looking at all the houses and like for sale signs and stuff, or are you just kind of like in your zone of going places? Like is I guess the question is, are you always looking at houses?
Yeah. Yeah, I would say I was thinking about that. Definitely in Arizona for personal
Uh,
reasons,
yeah,
that we want to invest there as a family. But I do think even when we travel, if you see a for sale sign, there's a lot of like, hey, I wonder how much that house costs, or hey, I wonder what's the inside of the house look like. So generally, when we do travel, it is like, okay, hop on Redfin real quick, like, and find
yeah,
out,
some
what.
curiosity.
So you do kind of do a deep dive into that. So yeah, I guess I am
Yeah,
curious about it. It's like
yeah,
when you live it. I don't love it. I'm not passionate about it, as Cody
sure.
would say.
You're not just like scrolling houses all night long for your own,
No, but I
just to
do. It
see.
is interesting, especially in travel places where you go to vacation, to be like, what is that house?
Yeah.
Palm Springs is a cool place to look, especially with their mid-century modern stuff.
Mm,
They just have really cool, funky homes there. And then, yeah, Arizona, we just took some big deep dives this weekend into that, or this week.
uh-huh.
So
Nice.
we do look. It never shuts
I
off.
like it. Yeah.
Had a
I was
couple deals
wondering.
go under contract before we left. Had one deal go under contract midweek this week. So yeah, just still,
Nice.
that's what I signed up for, is to be able to work and play.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
um,
And you do it well.
oh, stop.
Well, I'm just
Um,
saying, you called me on like a Saturday morning
that's true.
and you were in Arizona on
That's true.
vacation. So
We were ready to go. We were ready to write a
yeah.
good offer and get it going. So, and
Yep.
you were responsive, which we needed, because we were getting that. We actually beat out multiple offers in that particular case. So
Yeah.
thank you, Cody.
Absolutely.
But having an agent and having a lender that is like on it and ready to go, that house was super popular, and we knew it
Yeah.
was going to have multiple offers. So Cody got us pre-approved and got a call to the agent, the selling agent, and told him all about the buyers and all that stuff. So the agent did say that all kind of guided them, the sellers, to us more than
That's awesome.
others. So it worked out. So now we're going through inspection and that sort of stuff, and hopefully it works out
Nice.
long term
I just
for them.
told him, I said, look, it's Joe Skipper. Okay.
Yeah.
His name is on this offer.
Have you
Just
seen
accept it.
his?
Yeah.
Do you see our podcast, and do you see our live
Yeah.
stream every Thursday? If not, you're missing
Hello.
out. It
Yeah.
was funny. On that note, my mom was talking about real estate, and she's like, "Yeah, on my way to church, I listened to this agent that does all, said this and said that." I was like, "Mom, have you ever heard Cody and I?" She's like,
Huh.
"No." I was like, "Do you even know we have a podcast?" I was like,
Yeah.
"You are listening to some rando agent give you
Right.
advice, and your son does it, and does it so that you can listen to it all the time."
Yeah.
And so she's like, "I don't listen to it all the time. It's just on my way to church." But
Huh?
yeah, I was
Well,
like,
that's great.
when your own mother, my own
I
mother's
know.
not a subscriber to this, so
Well, eventually,
she
once
likes
she hears
she
it,
likes the
she'll never
Arizona
go
agent.
back.
She'll never hear it. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
right?
think she was that apologetic when it happened. Like,
She's like,
it's
"Sorry,
like, yeah,
I
yeah.
listened and it's
Have a
not
better
good."
voice. Have a better
Yeah.
voice. Have more pertinent information for me, and I
Yeah.
might I might listen to you. So, um, anyways, man. So if you want to listen to Cody and I, we have the part 2 of Venture with Joe and Cody coming out tomorrow. That's the 10 mistakes that kill deals, potentially,
Yep.
right?
Yep. Top
I don't
5
I
in
didn't
this
say that.
last one.
Yeah, we're on the top 5. So go over to that, subscribe and like our stuff so that we can keep putting this content out. Our YouTube pages, my YouTube page. Cody has a lackluster YouTube page, I think, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Mine's
think I have
better.
a video of me sledding and breaking the sled, and that's
You're
about
like
it.
13 years old. Like,
Yeah.
when YouTube just
Uh,
came out. Like
yeah, exactly. I'm like, "Ooh, I could do videos like that," and then I
yeah,
do
yeah.
too.
But yeah, head over to Venture with Joe and Cody. We're on Spotify, Apple, all the stuff, and then YouTube at Joe Skipper Realty for all the videos. And if you want to see our pretty faces, that's where you get it on YouTube. That's it,
Wow.
my man. That's it for
I
me for the
love it.
week. Got to get accustomed. I'm going to go stand outside for 15 minutes in the 33-degree weather just to kind of get accustomed to this again. So,
Yep. Yep. Bring your
um,
body back to reality here.
exactly. Okay, my man. Well, it's good to talk to you, and we
Hey,
will
you
chat
too.
with you on the next one.
Awesome.